ripped this family apart, didn't it? Not only did Mary die, but a few years later, her husband died of a heart attack near the scene of the murder. Her son was then left an orphan. Now, we're 22 years on now. Realistically, what chance do you think you've got of finding the man who did it?
Well, we now have a DNA profile of the offender. And what this means is when we're eliminating or indeed implicating the suspect, all we have to do is take a mouth swab called a buccal swab. That's a very simple procedure. It's very quick, it only takes a few seconds, and it's totally safe.
Now, because of the DNA, it's not so much witnesses you're after now, is it? Because after 22 years, people's memories are going to be a bit shaky. It's names you want, isn't it?
That's right, yes. What I'm trying to do is reach everybody who may have lived and worked in Shipley in 1977 and have now moved on. I want to tell those people that we've reopened the investigation into Mary's death and ask them to contact us if they've got any idea at all as to who may have been responsible.
Now, the people that lived in that community in Shipley, is it the kind of community that the people who lived there then are likely to still be living there now?
No, not necessarily. For example, the John Lang's construction company and many other smaller subcontractors were building the headquarters of the Inland Revenue, and also there were many mills, engineering firms along the canal towpath that have now shut down and people have moved on.
Now, some people might think perhaps that after 22 years this matter should be laid to rest, but we heard from Mary's sister there, the family very much want to catch this man, don't they?
They certainly do, and the first point I'd like to make is that we never close a murder inquiry. If any new information ever comes to light, then it's investigated. We've also got a duty to Mary so that she can rest a little easier, and also to a family, the two sisters and a son. They need to know who killed their mother and the sister, and perhaps more importantly, why. And we've also got a duty to everybody else out there, because this man, if he's still alive, will only be in his 40s or his 50s, and he's still out there.
That's it, he's still out there and he needs to be caught. 22 years seems like a long time ago. It is a long time ago, but rack your brains. If you've even an inkling who might have been involved, call us. We can quickly rule them out if it's not the right person. The studio number is 0500 600 600, or call the Instant Room in Yorkshire on 01274 537 422. That's Bradford, 537 422.
A year ago, we appealed about a notorious murder, the death of Michael Menson. Michael, the son of a Ghanaian diplomat, was a quiet and gentle man who, in an extreme case of racist bullying, was attacked in the streets and set on fire. He died from dreadful injuries 2 weeks later, but police thought it was a case of suicide. His family campaigned ceaselessly for a proper inquiry, and his sister Essie and brother Kwesi appeared on Crimewatch along with DAC John Grieve. As a result, new evidence emerged, and last month at the Old Bailey, Mario Pereira was convicted of murder. Harry Charalambos Constantino was convicted of manslaughter. Ozge Chivat was found guilty of manslaughter in northern Cyprus. Hussein Abdullah was convicted of conspiracy to pervert the course of justice.
John, you've gone out of your way to praise the role of Crimewatch in this. Actually, the truth is, there was extremely good police work on your part, among others, and of course the most important thing is the pivotal role of the family themselves.
Yes, you're right, Nick. The family were utterly pivotal in this case and totally unwavering in their search for justice. But if they were pivotal, it was Crimewatch that levered open the witnesses for us, that led us to the people who knew about this conspiracy and helped the detectives turn the information into evidence. Now, this was a good example of the family keeping this in the public eye and Crimewatch appealing to people to do their public duty. That's what broke this case.
You and your unit now, of course, consumed with this other and rather similar inquiry into the Lawrence case. How's that progressing then?
Well, this is a very positive inquiry. We will be seeking the help of you and your team here. Maybe next month, maybe the month after, I'll be back.
So things are happening there?
Yes.
John, thank you very much. Well, as the murder of Stephen Lawrence and the murder of Michael Menson shows, racism can so distort people's judgments. They do incredibly stupid things. Racism is deadly serious. So, Take a look at these. These are written by an obsessive, a man so consumed by racial hatred that he has spent hours penning almost 100 poison letters to almost anyone he can think of. Do you recognise any of the handwriting? We know it's the same man, even though he's disguised his writing. 2 of the letters were posted in Munich, in southern Germany, in April and in September 98. What was he doing there? Was he working there, linking up with other racist groups, or what? He's been in Portsmouth too, and maybe he lives or works near Harrow in Middlesex. That's certainly where most of the letters come from. They are serious. Let's unearth this man tonight. 0500 600 600, or the police direct, please. 0171 230 4374. That's 0171 230 4374.
In my book, preying on the vulnerable is one of the most despicable crimes. We need to find this man who befriended a disabled gentleman who was on holiday in Torquay last summer. Have a listen to his voice taken from a different home video.
Turn around again. And again. Turn around again. It's quite good. You can actually pick up that it's got holes in it. You can't see through this one.
He returned home with the party to Ramsgate and, whilst pretending to care for one of them, stole his car and all his savings. Now he uses the names Mark Watson, Wilshire or Reynolds, but where is he tonight? The incident room is on 01843 222 148. That's Thanet 222 148.
This young woman tried to use 2 stolen credit cards in Tesco's in Wembley. Fortunately, she was rumbled but got away, and someone drove her off in a white saloon car with false number plates. Now that may mean that she's part of an organised gang, so who is she? If you know her, then please let us know. 0500 600 600 or 0181 733 3744. That's 0181 733 3744.
Gurmeet Singh Basra, known as Joe, a local shopkeeper in Auchinloch near Glasgow. He was the sort of man we'd all like to have running our local corner shop. For pensioners who couldn't get out, he'd deliver their groceries personally, and he'd never let anyone go hungry if they couldn't pay the bill. But just after Christmas, the 29th of December at around 6 o'clock, someone walked into his shop and shot him. Other than that, we don't know much more. How many people carried out the murder? What was the motive? What we do know is police want to trace a light-coloured vehicle driving erratically in the village that Wednesday evening. It may or may not be connected. Everyone in Auchinloch knew and liked Joe Basra. They really feel his loss. If you can help, call the Instant Room 0141 532 4462. That's Glasgow 532 4462.
Hobbsmoat Road in Solihull on a Tuesday, and shoppers were horrified when a man drew a revolver in the street and threatened to shoot people. His aim was to rob a van delivering cash. We've disguised some of the details at the request of the security firm.
I'd just come back from Solihull on my push bike when I stopped at the laundrette to speak to my mother.
Mum! Hello, love. I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want me to pick anything up for you?
Yes, could you pick me up some washing powder? I've just finished it. It's heavy for me to carry.
Yes, why?
Move and you're dead. Drop it! Drop it! Move away!
I looked straight down the barrel of this gun and I looked back up into his face and he looked straight at me and I just thought, he's going to shoot me now. He was in his mid-40s, suntanned, very dark eyes, and he had dark eyebrows, medium build, probably 5'7".
He's got a gun!
Go in, go in!
The man seemed to run awkwardly. He didn't particularly sprint off quickly, so perhaps he's got a limp or something, but he didn't seem to run very well.
I'm an off-duty police officer. There's an armed robbery in progress on the Hobbsmoat Road. I need an armed response vehicle.
10 minutes later, and a mile and a half away off Chelmsford Road, a resident saw a car that seemed to be on fire. When he reached it, he found red dust in the air, and the inside of the car was coated with red dye. The Rover turned out to have been stolen about a month before. That afternoon, 5 miles away off Peterbrook Road, a local heard a strange sound coming from the verge.